I've learned many things from other premeds, and yes, this is recording. Yeah, so I wanted to make a whole video where explaining about everything that I've learned from fellow premeds and stuff. But the thing is, I'm not going to be listing it because, to be honest with you, I did learn stuff, but not stuff that I expected to learn to make it make sense. But I'll try to explain it. So there's like this whole epidemic on Instagram right now. Where there's like a lot of pre-med students, and they just like start an Instagram account, which I'm actually making go on Instagram because technically I have pre-med too, and I also have an Instagram account. But the way that they start the Instagram account is totally different, and I'm like, well, I'm criticizing some people, but it's not in a bad way, but just to shed light on a specific topic, which is what I'm discussing right now. So they have like multiple or just one Instagram account, and they started as a pre-med, and they document like the whole journey, from being a pre-med to a physician or to whenever they want to stop. And this is a really good thing. This is a really good thing because it does give you the opportunity to actually go back, at sometimes when we really do need motivations to, get motivations from past events or your past self, and see your past self and stuff that you've been doing in the past, and then somewhat link those together and have more motivation to actually do more. So this is one of the reasons why, among multiples. So I'll say, having those kind of things can really help because it does give opportunity to self-reflection, which is something that I think generally all of us need. And the other thing that they do with this Instagram account is, posting the journey on his not on Instagram, posting the pre-med journey, and they also do like some motivation. Oh, Jesus, I can't even talk right. Motivation or motivation. Oh my God! So like those motivation quotes and other, like they cut some speeches or some motivation quotes, and they just like make a whole reel about it. And this is where the problem sometimes I have with some of them sometimes, and the problem is the toxic mindset some of them are just showing in this whole community, like pushing the grind, never stop the grind. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm also one of those people that's also pushing the grind, and I also, posting the stuff too. But I personally choose not to post quotes, even if that's something that I used to, because it's just obsolete to me. It just doesn't make any sense. Well, I do know in some instances, having a quote or having something that can remind you to push hard can help, but it's just the way that we do it. The way that we do it is disgusting and mind blowing, and this is not helping anybody. It's really not helping anybody beside of ourselves, because some people, they do get more followers because they're posting this stuff every day because other people are following them, and then somehow they find them useful, and that's the reason why they keep following them, and then that's the reason why we have like this whole thing being really long and being really huge. But I'm not trying to give bad criticism or coming to just bash anybody. I'm just trying to shed light, like I said, on this specific problem. The problem is the toxicity. The toxicity needs to end, and the way that this toxicity will end is if we don't have Instagram anymore. Well, I'm pretty sure if we don't have Instagram anymore, we'll find something else to do, or we'll find some other app to use to just keep this whole toxicity going. But coming back to the thing that I've learned from them, the thing that I've learned from some people, maybe like some of those pre-med on Instagram, is there's opportunity. So believe it or not, when some of those pre-meds are posting stuff, there's like other opportunities that sometimes they put in the captions, which is pretty useful sometimes. That's the reason why I'll encourage some people, if you're following those people, go on their captions and actually see what they're talking about, because some of them have really good captions, and they will, give you some opportunities that you can actually go yourself and then dive into later. And beside of opportunities that you can get from posts, there's other stuff like, what did I learn from those people? How to stay consistent, because one thing about those people is they're really consistent, so they post every day, which is something that I really admire, because we have so much things to do as pre-med, our everyday life, and then somewhat, we still have time. Well, some people still have time to post every day, which is something that I'm trying to do right now, though. And that's something that I will admire because they're really keeping up the grind and they're doing what they're preaching. Some of them are doing what they're preaching, but not all of them are actually doing what they're preaching. But this is something that I truly value and I respect, and that I've also learned from them how to keep the grind. And like, what are the things that I've learned from those people? I'm saying those people like I generally don't know who they are, or I'm taking myself out knowing them well. I'm a pre-med, but they're just to reflect. What did I learn? Literally nothing else. How is it? It was nothing else because they do not post anything. Well, they do post. They do post some quotes. They do post some, day in the life, and then besides that, nothing. Besides that, some of them don't even have any personality, anything that you can relate to, nothing at all. So it's just curating content, like really specific contents, and it's just I post on Instagram and make other people have bad days because they're not doing the same thing as they're doing, which is something that I've never been victim of. Thank God, because I'm one of those people that is always skeptical about what I see and what I hear, and that's why it's kind of hard to get to me when it comes to whole day in a life thing or stuff that I don't want to say on this video. But yeah, that was it. That was pretty much it. It's pretty much like having an Instagram account and posting quotes and sometimes cursing, and that's pretty much it. But am I different? No, I'm not different. I'm not gonna come here and say like, oh yeah, you know what? These people sucks, therefore you need to follow me or watch my stuff. But because I literally have an Instagram account, and the only thing that I do with mine is, well, I follow up with people, my followers, almost every day. And I try to talk to them and try to like show them what I do on a daily. And besides that, me studying and also me at work when I have some downtime. But other than that, that's pretty much it. But I try to provide value, by giving them like a safe space to come to me and actually talk to me about some things. Like I have some pre-med that I talked to in the past, and I generally like this conversation that we had. And also some other people that are not even in medicine that I talked to in the past, and I generally like it. I even talk to every day. But yeah, so I think that's what it should be about, having a open door and letting or giving people opportunity to come and talk to you. But sometimes you'll have those, occasional like spams account telling you, hey, do you need more followers and stuff. Like those, I literally either don't read them or just block them. But yeah, so just like give people like a safe space and be welcoming so they can come and talk to you, because believe it or not, a lot of people are looking for help out there, and even if it does not look like it, it's a straight fact. That's something that I do know. And if you can help as much as you can. That's what I believe in, and that's what I try to do every day. But yeah, I was not batching on anybody. I was trying to reflect on what I've learned from, Fellow Premeds on Instagram. So if you're a Fellow Premeds on Instagram and your account is totally different from what I've just described, or if I actually see the same pattern that I just described in this video, so feel free to let me know, because I might said something that need more context, and I will be pretty happy to make another video and talk about it more. Or there might be other kind of pre-med out there that I generally don't know, and I wouldn't even be surprised because Instagram is really huge and there's a lot of people on Instagram. But I think at the end of the day, they all kind of like look the same, because if you're looking at like somebody else's Instagram account and then has a pre-med, right? So you want to start on your own. So I think the right thing, I'm not going to say the right thing to do. I think the logical thing to do, which is technically the same thing, is, watching somebody else's Instagram account that is really huge and that you really want to look like, and then you pretty much like the same thing as them. So that's one of the reasons why, I think the pattern will be pretty much similar with other pre-meds. But, yeah, I might have other accounts that I generally don't know anything about. And I really want to dive into those accounts and get to know those people, because we're all different, believe it or not. Well, shit, fine. We're all different, but the difference is with pre-med is the mindset and also the ego. Some of us are really huge ego, and therefore I just make like the whole interacting conversation really bad, and it really senseless sometimes, to be honest. So I met like pre-meds that were literally sorry, nothing. But I'm gonna cut this thing because I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the reflection and what I wanted to reflect on. Thank you for watching this. The channel is growing every day, and thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing, and I don't know, whatever you do, it's helping the channel, so keep doing it. And I'll see you in another video. Thank you for watching this. Bye.